Jeszcze raz serdecznie dziękuję.
Bardzo dziękuję, panie premierze. O zabranie głosu poproszę sekretarza generalnego NATO Marka Rutte.
Prime Minister, dear Donald, thank you for the warm welcome here in Warsaw. And it is a pleasure to be back in Poland. Poland has been a vital and much valued ally for 26 years, and you continue to lead by example. With 4.7% of GDP pledged for defense this year, Poland's defense expenditure is the highest now among NATO allies. In an increasingly dangerous world, boosting defense spending is essential. Let's not forget that Russia is and is remaining the most significant and direct threat to our alliance. Let's not forget that Russia is moving into a wartime economy, and that will have a huge impact on their capacity and capability to build their armed forces. You are strengthening NATO's eastern flank, hosting one of our forward land forces and contributing to NATO's multinational presence in Latvia and in Romania. And from the 1st of April, you will be supporting the Baltic air policing mission with F-16 fighter jets. And, Prime Minister, let me be absolutely clear, dear Donald. When it comes to the defense of Poland and the general defense of NATO territory, if anyone were to miscalculate and think they can get away with an attack on Poland or on any other ally, they will be met with the full force of this fierce alliance. Our reaction will be devastating. This has to be very clear to Vladimir Putin and anyone else who wants to attack us. You are also increasing military training in Poland and further strengthening your borders. And I want to tell you that the Prime Minister briefed me on your initiative, East Shield/Shield East, and I welcome this important investment in Poland's security and therefore in Europe's and transatlantic security. I think it is important, and I know you are working closely with the European Union on this. At sea, in the air and on land, Poland is a vital contributor to NATO's collective defense. And I want to thank you for participating, and you mentioned it, in Baltic Sentry. When on the first Christmas Day, 25th of December, we had a cutting of the sea cable between Estonia and Finland, we had collectively to get into action. And we had a summit in Helsinki early January. We both participated there. And I think it was important that NATO was able, in only 10 days, to put up a reaction to what is happening there in the Baltic Sea, in the East Sea, whatever we call it, depending on the country you're coming from. But we all know what is happening there, and we have to defend ourselves against that. Poland's investment in defense is therefore an example to all allies. Not only do you top the NATO charts, you plan to spend even more. And again, thank you for that, and I know this is not easy because at the end there are many conflicting national priorities when it comes to spending public money. On defense investment across the alliance, we have seen movement now in the right direction. Last year, defense investment rose by 20% for Europe and Canada. But as President Trump has said, and I agree with him, European allies and Canada need to do more. We should all follow, therefore, the Polish example and rapidly ramp up our spending and capabilities and match words with action by investing more in security, our industry and in our deterrence. I welcome your recent discussions with the United Kingdom and other European allies on efforts to help defense production and to ramp it up, because we need to do more. By the way, this is an issue across the whole alliance, including the United States. And since assuming the presidency of the Council of the European Union for this half year, Poland has shown real leadership in shaping Europe's defense and security agenda. These are uncertain times, but let me be clear on one thing. The transatlantic partnership remains the bedrock of our alliance, and this will not change. I will come back to this issue this afternoon, indeed, in a speech here in Warsaw. The US has repeatedly made clear its commitment to a strong NATO, and President Trump reiterated this when we met at the White House earlier this month. But he also made clear that Europe must step up, and Poland is doing exactly that. So again, Prime Minister, dear Donald, thank you once again for your strong leadership, your steadfast commitment to our alliance, and again, your personal friendship and your warm welcome here today.
Always together.
I know, always.